So this is actually the street light here at the park and ride that I'm using for lighting right now because it is still pitch black outside. Didn't realize that it would still be basically nighttime at 6:50. So my plan was to get out here and do everything that I would normally do on race day, but of course I would be 1.7 miles down the road and not here yet. So the race starts at 7 and you run for I think 1.7 until you get to this point where the actual Silver Comet Trail starts. But it is still pitch black out and I did not bring my headlamp. A couple of other cars just pulled up. I'm hoping it gets light pretty soon. Supposedly sun rises at like 7:30. Definitely gonna get out there before then, but did not plan this well. Next week I will do things a little bit differently, but got up at 4:30, which was super early for me anyways, and just trying to figure out the whole, there's somebody running on the trail without a headlamp right now. It is pitch black. No way. Just trying to figure out the whole, digesting my breakfast that morning, reenacting or pre-enacting, is that a word? Kind of trying to figure out how things are going to be as much as you can. You can't control everything, but you can control some things. With kind of practice and doing them beforehand. So that's the plan. Looks like it's a full moon out. All right, about to head out, turning around in 9.63 miles. Okay, so still making pretty good pace, 11:19. Just had to stop for another gel. Tried the Morton's for the first time, and I don't know, it was chewy and kind of gross, but also kind of easier to get down because you could just like almost slurp it down. But we'll see how my stomach does with it. 7.7 miles in, and running on the extended route of the race for the first time. It's kind of nice, like a boardwalk kind of thing. So yeah, trying to slow it down a little as fatigue is starting to creep in from going too fast on this easy run. Twelve and a half miles in. Really wishing I didn't take that gel. Gotta stick with what I know. Quit taking people's advice. Just got to the track and gonna do a quick 10K. Not quick, I'm gonna try to keep it slow, slower than I have been, but yeah, gonna go out and get it done afterwards. Talk about, it's been a few days since my 19.28 mile run. Learned a lot of lessons. After my run, I'll get into some of those, and yeah, gonna go out and get it done before it gets too hot. It's actually kind of cool out and feels good, but it's supposed to be 83 today, so I know it's gonna warm up fast, so gonna go out there and get it done. Okay, so I just did my 10K, kind of split it up, did half of it, a little more than half of it on the track and some of it running through a path that goes through the woods. For right now, I don't know, the track's getting kind of boring. Running that many laps around it gets old fast. Tomorrow I may come back, do a little bit of speed work, maybe a mile or two, and Thursday I will probably go down to the lake and run, but I honestly need to find just some kind of suburban flat neighborhood that's nearby to go run in, because mine is way too hilly. When I say hilly, I mean like massive hills all throughout. Like there's no way. Need to look on Strava and see if there are any routes near me or relatively near me within 10 miles or so. And I say that, but within 10 miles I can be nearly downtown, and that can take an hour. So thinking about the long run I did Saturday, so 19.28 miles. Learned a lot in that run. Need to bring more water in my hydration vest, so I've been adding electrolytes to that. All was going well until about 2 miles left, and that was even with the few times that I stopped at the rest areas. I drank from the water fountain, didn't even use my hydration bladder, so I definitely need to bring more water. The gels, thing I learned about the gel is that my body does not like Wharton gels. That was awful. I'm trying to not take as much caffeinated gels, and I took that one. It was my third gel, so it would have been like an hour and a half into the run, and I just felt sick the rest of the run because of it. Messed with my stomach. I didn't care for it. The texture, it was just like slurping down slime, like solid slime. I don't know how to explain it. Didn't like the taste, so it was not a good deal, and I do regret listening to everybody else's advice. Some people love it. Hey, good for you, but I did not. Honestly, it seemed to shoot my heart rate up, because it was 100 milligrams, I believe, of caffeine, and I'm used to much less with the goo gels, so I don't know if that also did it, but the second half of my run was miserable. First half, beautiful. I loved it. I felt good. I was keeping a good pace, keeping my heart rate down. Second half, I was struggling. And then finally, the last thing I learned was not to eat a huge meal the night before. So here I am thinking, oh, I'm going to run almost 20 miles. I need to carb up. Ate a ton of pasta and Italian meatballs, and I was just miserable through, like I said, the second half of that run. A lot of it had to do with that gel, but a lot of it also had to do with just having just feeling full and bloated and just gross. So gonna eat a bigger lunch on Friday and a lighter dinner on Friday night. So Saturday will be 20.5 miles, I believe. And it's my birthday weekend, so I'm going to be celebrating that. Doing so in a way that I'm not paying for it the next week in my 21-mile run. Trying to keep improving a little bit still every day with my diet, with my hydration, with sleep, with meditation, all that good stuff. So just finished my 7.5 mile run. Started out staying in zone 2 for the first few miles, and then kind of played with zone 3. Tried to never get above 159 beats per minute. Did pretty well. Last couple of miles stayed between, mile 6 stayed between 160 and 170, and then the last mile I kind of just went all out. Felt pretty good. Felt nice to kind of get some energy out and see if I could pick up the pace when I needed to at the end, and I did. So looking forward to Saturday's run. So in a couple of days I'll be doing 20.5 miles, so furthest ever, and yeah, gonna make those adjustments from last time and see how it goes. So as always, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.